Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this Monday morning with the business coach Moloy. And today, while we did our marketing series and we were about to start the new series, but things have been in a bit of a turmoil over the past few months, and we have been having a lot of such conversations with entrepreneurs regarding this the uncertain war which is happening between in the Middle East. We saw this in 2020 with the COVID coming in, then we saw with the Ukraine war that came up, and now we are seeing a similar pattern. So today I thought it would be good and prudent to do a special Facebook Live. What do we do when the world feels uncertain? And I wanted to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you on fear, leadership, and the opportunity that these kind of situations provide. No frameworks, no marketing, no sales strategies, just an honest conversation, entrepreneur to entrepreneur. Because when I'm meeting business owners, speaking at networking forum, coaching entrepreneurs, or just having casual tea conversations, I have been noticing something very specific. People are talking, people are laughing, people are smiling, but underneath those words, there's something else. A feeling, a heaviness. And it usually starts with the business language. People say, customers are taking longer. Collections are getting delayed. Margins are under pressure. Market seems slower. And overall, everyone seems to be very cautious. And then after some time, the real sentence comes out. And they say it softly, almost reluctantly, Moloy, something doesn't feel right. No panic, no crisis, just uncertainty. Because this uncertainty is very strange. When the business is bad, the problems are visible. When business is good, there is energy. But when uncertainty sits somewhere in the middle, you cannot fully define it. You cannot fully explain it, but you can feel it. And let me say something very honest today. Entrepreneurship can become very lonely during these uncertain times, extremely lonely. Because as entrepreneurs, we play a strange role. Employees look at us for confidence, families look at us for stability, customers look at us for certainty, teams look at us for direction, and everyone assumes we know it all. Everyone assumes he's the owner, he'll figure it out. He or she will manage, they always do. And sometimes in the middle of carrying everyone else, entrepreneurs quietly stop asking themselves one question: how am I doing? Who's inquiring about me? Who's inquiring about my well being? When I meet these entrepreneurs who look successful externally, business running, office functioning, meetings happening, people around them, and yet when conversations become real, they say, I am tired, not physically, emotionally, tired of carrying uncertainty, tired of constantly adjusting, tired of appearing strong, tired of making decisions without knowing what happens next. And if you're honest, many entrepreneurs are not exhausted because of work, they're exhausted because of unpredictability. Globally, for many, many years, multiple decades, entrepreneurs have handled extraordinary things: market disruption, technology changes, competition, regulation, crisis, losses, failures. We have survived the most difficult of things, but uncertainty is different. Because uncertainty asks us to walk forward without seeing the full road, and that creates emotional weight. I remember I was speaking to an entrepreneur, very successful, very respected, strong personality. And during the conversation, he said, Well, I feel like I'm driving at night with headlights, but that can only show 10 feet ahead. And he smiled and said, The strange thing is, 10 feet is all I have. The sentence stayed with me because entrepreneurship often feels exactly like that. You never see the entire journey, you only see a few feet, and yet somehow you continue driving. Not certainty, movement, guarantees, progress, not complete visibility. But if we wait for the complete certainty, we may wait forever. So waiting is not an option. So how do you deal with this uncertain times? Because you only have 10 feet in front of you, and you have to make the decisions about your business, about your people, about your customers, about your inventory based on that 10 feet. When we become a slave of uncertainty, we all become cautious. Not because they stop needing solutions, but because confidence changes. People think longer, discuss more, delay decisions. And this is where true leaders are tested. Leadership is easy in growth. Leadership is easy when orders are flowing. Leadership becomes visible when people around you are uncertain, because teams are watching silently. Customers are watching. Families are waiting. And the question they're asking is not, how does this entrepreneur know everything? The question, how can this entrepreneur remain steady? So when you move into this uncertain times, most entrepreneurs move into survival mode. But survival mode is something we should avoid, because survival mode creates contraction. We reduce conversations, we reduce visibility, we reduce experiments, we reduce investment, we reduce connection. And I understand why you're doing it. Because when uncertainty increases, protection feels natural. But these are not the options that you should be looking at. History has shown us repeatedly something interesting. Businesses that disappear emotionally during uncertain periods often struggle later. Businesses that remain connected, remain visible, remain curious, often discover opportunities others miss. When opportunity behaves differently during uncertain times, how does it behave? It becomes quieter, it becomes less obvious, as less visible. Opportunities no longer stand outside your door and knock loudly. They whisper through changing customer behavior, through unmet needs, through competitors withdrawing, through market shifts. And the entrepreneurs who stay emotionally available often hear those whispers. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking you this today. Are you open to listening to those whispers, or have you shut down completely? What if this period is not only testing your business, but it is revealing your business? Revealing where systems are weak, revealing where relationships need strengthening, where customer trust is shallow, where founder dependency high, where visibility is consistent. Because sometimes this discomfort shows us things that comfort hides. So look out for those opportunities, look out for those conversations, look out for those marketing options, look at your systems, look at the founder dependency on your business. And you will see opportunities. The tide will turn. And that's where your leadership will come to the core. Because you're not here to run a business. You're here to build a legacy. Leave behind a legacy long after you're gone from this planet. And that's how successful businesses have endured generational change. Successful businesses have encountered the plague. Successful businesses have encountered the World War I and the World War II. In India, we have seen independence. In India, we have seen partitions. In India, we have seen no cash. 1989, we just did not have cash. But LPG happened. Globalization happened. Privatization happened. Today, you're seeing a similar phenomenon. And this phenomenon cycle is going to get shorter and shorter. I said this in 2020, that every 2 years you will have a cycle of uncertainty, and it's proving itself. 2 years from today, there will be another uncertainty cycle. The question that we should ask ourselves, are we ready? Have we built the systems? Have we built a business that will outlast all of us? One thought I want to leave you with today. Entrepreneurs often feel they need certainty for taking action, but businesses have never really worked that way. Very few successful entrepreneurs move with certainty. Most move with belief. with judgment, with incomplete information, and with overall courage. So if you're feeling uncertain today, perhaps the question is not how do I eliminate uncertainty? The question that I should be asking, how do I remain steady within this uncertainty? I heard this very interesting statement from a very dear friend of mine on Saturday. Sometimes business drives the day, sometimes day drives the business. And we will all have those kind of situations. Markets have always changed, cycles have always changed, conditions have changed, but entrepreneurs have adapted. Storms do not only test ships, they reveal them. The uncertain times do not test businesses, they reveal leadership, they reveal resilience, they reveal culture, and very often they reveal opportunities that comfortable times could never do. Let's pull ourselves together. Let's tell us that uncertainty is my middle name. I do not know what will be the next level of uncertainty, but we are here as an entrepreneur. We are here to change the world. We are here to transform the world. And we are here to impact the GDPs. We are here to give employment. And let's do it together. If you need any help, you know where to reach out. I'm there on Facebook, on the social media, on my websites, on my WhatsApp channels. You know where to connect with me. So let's begin the next journey together. From next week, not how growing businesses scale without losing control. And I want to add up how growing businesses scale without losing control, even in periods of uncertainty. Because growth is exciting. And that's the conversation we begin next. Take care of yourself. Till next Monday, same place, same time. With this new series on Scale Up, I shall see you on the other side. Till then, God bless.